I want you to do yourself a favor. I want you to go ahead and tag your business bestie into today's live broadcast. I want you to tag in another coach, speaker, consultant, author, business owner, because today I want to talk about what you don't know is really hurting you and hurting your visibility. We're going to talk about it today. You're watching Visibility is Power TV with The Rose Show Live.
It's the Rose Show Live. It's the Rose Show, CEO of Live Video.
Hey, everybody, you're watching Visibility is Power TV, and I'm so glad that you are here. As you are tapping in, let us know what city, state, or country you're watching us from. I'm Rashonda Pratt, known the digital streets as The Rose Show Live, video visibility coach and producer, empowering you to build a brand with video because your visibility is power. If you're watching this live, that means you're watching either on LinkedIn or YouTube. Make sure to use the hashtag live. If you're watching this in the replay, that means you're watching on Facebook. Please make sure to use the hashtag replay. We always engage with whether you're live or you're watching in the replay. We are so glad that you are here. So let's get into today's topic. What you don't know really is hurting you. There's this adage, this saying, what you don't know doesn't hurt you. But in this case, especially when it comes to your visibility and being seen as the expert and authority in your industry, what you don't know about getting there is really hurting you. And I want to hone in specifically when it comes to content creation. The fact that you are ignorant is not bliss. It used to be, ladies and gentlemen, but it's not that way anymore. The fact that you don't know how to create a short form video, you don't know how to do a live stream. I don't even know how to start a live video on YouTube. Whatever it is, the fact that you don't know is really hurting you. Let me explain. A couple of years ago, when I started on this online space, I started on Periscope, and many of you follow me from the Periscope days to the present. And I want to thank you so much for being a part of my community. Many of you have become dear clients over the years, and so grateful for the opportunity to work with you. And so over the years, when I started in that online space, I just knew that this was not a fad, but this was an opportunity for me to manage my narrative and connect with people. I just knew. And because I knew that, I knew something. It wasn't something that I read. It wasn't something that I heard Gary Vee say or Guru say. I just knew on the inside. I was driven by this internal voice that said, this is where you need to go. This is where I'm going to prosper your voice. This is where I'm going to amplify your voice and amplify your impact over here online. Now, at the time, I was an executive morning show producer for a local CBS affiliate. So you would think, oh, she already works in the TV industry, so she was already far ahead. But I was working behind the scenes as a television news producer, but I knew on the inside that I wanted to be in front of the camera. And so when Galen Nora came on CBS The Talk this particular morning, and we're talking about Periscope, I knew on the inside that this is where I needed to be. For some of you, you're having that same moment. You're in the online space, whether it's you here on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever your channel of choice is on social media. And something on the inside is pulling at you and telling you, Lester, you need to be here. Crystal, this is the place where your voice needs to prosper. This is where it needs to be. And you're driven by that. But you cannot just stay there. You cannot just rest in the fact of, I know I'm supposed to be there, but you're not doing anything about what you know. Are you listening to me? You know you need to be in front of the camera. You need to be forward facing, front facing. You know that, but you haven't really committed to doing anything with what you know. And so it's really hurting you because it's taking away the opportunities for you to establish yourself as an expert, as an authority. It's taking away opportunities for you to partnership with other brands. It's taking away opportunities for you to connect to other clients, to build collaborations and partnerships with other people in your industry. It's taking away the opportunity because you know something, but you're not committed to doing something about what you know. The game changer came for me is when I saw Galen Nord talking about Periscope back in those days. What was the game changer for me, even in an environment where I was around TV colleagues who called live streaming a fad, who talked about this is just another way for people to be irresponsible on social media. When a boss of mine, smirked and said, "Oh, we live stream on our website. We don't need to embrace this." When all of the things from the people around me who seemed much smarter than me were saying, "Hey, this is just a passing thing." But on the inside, I knew I had to do something with what I know and what I believe. How much do you believe in your dream? I want you to think about that. Seriously, think about that. This is a mindset shift because all this month we're committed to talking about spring cleaning your visibility. And sometimes we got to get the cobwebs out of our mind, the cobwebs out of our mindset, the cobwebs out of our brain. How much do you believe in what was given to you? And so for me, I just couldn't take it and say, I think I'm supposed to go on here. I had to go and take what? Messy action. I just had to get started. And as I got started, I was figuring out things as I went along. Now, coming up here in the broadcast, I'm going to share with you an opportunity that you don't have to try to figure it out anymore, right? I love the fact of what coaching gets to do. The right coach shrinks your time. What took them 6-7 years to figure it out, coaching with them, you shrink your time and you figure it out quickly. So I'm going to share with you how we're going to be able to support you in shrinking your time when it comes to creating the content that connects and converts your audience. So stay tuned for that. So I had to silence all the other voices around me and really lean into what I know to be true. And at the time, ladies and gentlemen, and still know this to be true, is that I knew that I needed to be on the front of this. I needed to be on camera. Now, remember, I had a television news career of 20 years where I was always behind the scenes. I didn't like my voice. I didn't like how I looked on camera. So this was becoming very interesting. But I had something on the inside that was pulling at me and saying, Rashonda, you don't know what you don't know. That's so good right there, because I'm talking about what you don't know is hurting you. But on the flip side of that, what you don't know, what you don't know. And what I didn't know at the time is this, that what was fighting against me, the thing that was telling me, no one wants to hear what you have to say. You look stupid talking into this camera and no one's talking back to you. You only have one person who's showing up for this video, or sometimes it's 0 in the top there. This is dumb. Why are you doing this? But what I know to be true is I just believe that if I kept doing this and kept building my visibility muscle, that after a while, I was going to get stronger. I was going to get more comfortable in front of the camera. I was going to start to create an audience of people who liked what I said and that would come back. But that's not going to happen until you get started, until you take messy action. So what I didn't know is, right, is that there were people who were waiting on my voice. I remember when I decided to bet on myself, my husband encouraged me to take a bet on myself and leave my television job, leave the TV industry, and become an entrepreneur, like for real. I was always a dualpreneur, which means I was always working my entrepreneurship thing like a side hustle, a side thing, right? And he said, what if you go all in on what you're doing? And I'll never forget, as I was exiting out of the TV industry, reaching out to contacts and people that I had relationship with, or people that I built a community with as a TV news producer. And one of my first contracts came from someone who said, I was waiting for you to leave TV. What? This is what they said. I was waiting for you to leave because I saw all the great things that you were doing, and I was waiting for you to exit so I can hire you. Because at the time, this particular entity, I couldn't work with them in my business and work at the TV station because that would be a conflict of interest. So they were waiting on me to leave, and they were my first big contract. On the backside of leaving my job, you don't know what you don't know. What am I saying? Twofold. What you don't know about creating content is hurting you in your visibility. But what you don't know is the people who are waiting for you to go all in and fully show up. You have to give yourself permission to do that. I can't do that. That's something that you have to do. While you're sitting there thinking about how to give yourself permission, we are going to take a quick break and we're going to talk a little bit coming back on the other side of this break about our download of the month. Remember, every month we have a download for you. And this month we're talking about spring cleaning your visibility. We actually give you a checklist of things to do to spring clean your visibility. We're going to roll the bean footage. I just wanted to say that for some reason. We're gonna roll the tape here so you can get on that email list so that you can get access to that, right? And then listen, here's the thing. Once you opt in, you will be able to get every month's download directly sent to you. So you don't have to opt in every month. You don't have to do that. Also, on the other side of the break, we're going to talk about how we can support you in creating the content that your audience always wanted. Okay? I know you want to know more about that. Stay tuned. Our digital download of the month. I love that we do this for you guys. This is our way to say thank you to you. And you can go ahead and grab it right now at theroseshowlive.com/DDOM. Digital download of the month. You can go to theroseshowlive.com/DDOM. And when you opt into that email, you'll receive an email access to the digital download, which is teaching you how to spring clean your visibility for the month of March. Every month we have what I like to call a theme for the show. And so this month we're talking about all things concerning spring cleaning. And here's the other cool thing about this. When you get on the email list, you're now on our email. So you get early access to what's going on in events and things that we're doing or participating in. Or you also get in your inbox, like, the real deal beyond what we're teaching here. Some stuff that we're not even teaching here on our live show, you get access to that in the email. So again, go ahead and grab your freebie, theroseshowlive.com/DDOM. And I would love to hear from you all who are watching this live or in the replay. If you're a part of the email community, let me know how you enjoy being a part of the email community. So we're talking about what you don't know is really hurting you. And I really want to hone in on this as a speaker, coach, consultant, CEO, business owner, founder. Telling your story is your responsibility. It's your responsibility. I often tell people, especially when they're looking to hire a PR company or a marketing company to manage their message, I often challenge them and said, are you doing that because you want to hand that off to someone else because you just can't be bothered with it? Because you can hand that off to someone else, but if you're not sure about what your message is and you leave that up to someone else who didn't get the vision that you received, who doesn't really understand your target audience, you're rolling the dice hoping they can get it right. And you'll probably be disappointed, and it's going to be a waste of money. So instead of throwing that to someone else, why not invest in learning how to tell your unique story, how to showcase that? Why not invest in learning how to create the content that connects and converts your audience? Why not spend the time in really learning how to master the technique of creating video content? Why not invest in that instead of throwing money at a VA, a PR company? And all those things are worthy investments. But sometimes you're not ready for that. We're talking about what you don't know is hurting you. I'm telling you the truth. Many of you are not ready to invest in a marketing firm to do that because you don't even understand your message. You are still getting clear on who you are. Here's another thing. You need to do your own market research and see how people perceive you before you even make that investment in a company to do that. But why not take that investment and invest in an environment, in a space where you can learn how to do that? And ladies and gentlemen, what I am really excited about is we've created that. And the thing about this is, like, this is what I needed when I got started. So it's the Visibility is Power Content Creation Tour. We kicked this off in November in Houston, Texas, and now we're coming closer to home, to the Queen City. And there's always an intention why we pick our locations, but we're coming back home to the historic Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City, to create some royal content. And what I'm really excited about this experience is how we've been really intentional around the things that we are creating and around what we're going to be teaching. Every tour is different. So what we taught in Houston is very different than what you're going to receive in Charlotte and so on. But I'm really excited about this experience. And so you can get your tickets right now. There's only 12 spots available. Why 12, Rashonda? Because we want to make this an intimate, immersive experience. So you can go right now to the roseshowlive.com, the same place where you can go and get your digital download. You can go right there to the homepage of the roseshowlive.com, and you can see more information about the content creation tour. 12 people, because myself and the other trainers that we have, we want to be able to do a hands-on walking you through the necessary steps that you need in order to create content that connects and converts and collects cash with ease. Now, here's the thing that we need to talk about. We're going to talk about how to create content that gets you proven methods and strategies that work. Okay. This is a weekend where it's designed to support you in showcasing your unique story and expertise. Okay. Imagine finally not being confused about it's Monday. I have to make a post. It's Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. What should I post? Finally being able to understand the content that you're creating, because I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this. We have created a content visibility matrix that we're going to share with you. And imagine learning how to show up on video, to pitch your content in a way that gets you the attention that you need. So all the information is right here on the website. But one of the things that I want you to check out is this is Althea McIntyre. She's right here on in the LinkedIn streets and also on YouTube. You got to check her out on YouTube. And Althea is a spirit-led sales coach. And what I love about this experience is we've had people who are coaches, 6 to 7 figure speakers who've been at this event. We have speakers, coaches, consultants, business owners who've been a part of this experience. And one of the things that we do to kick it off, we have a meet and greet, but I do what I call my state of visibility address. And so this is Althea talking about what she received just on night 1 of the content creation tour when we came to Houston, Texas. Let's check out what she has to say.
We just wrapped up the first night of the content creation tour, and there's a lot of things that I'm leaving with. And the biggest takeaway I have is Rashonda helping me shift the way I was viewing community. She talked about that creating content is creating community, and really reminding us that how much community is needed. And it's not a physical place, but it's connecting with people who are on the same journey that you are, but as their leader, you're just further ahead. And for someone like myself who was really hung up and was agreeing with the lie from the enemy that I couldn't create content, I just feel so much more free, that I couldn't create community. I feel so much more free to create community through my content.
I love that. And let me tell you why I love that. Because Althea talked about she feels so much freer to be her community's leader. Let me talk to you about that. Some of you really need to lean into that. Did you hear what I said? Some of you really need to lean into that you are your community's leader. You may not have heard that before. You are their leader. Okay. They need you. How are you leading them? Or are they out there uncovered and they're in their pain because you have not decided to become their leader? And one way you start to lead them is by how you show up in the content that you create. Many of you here are watching this live or watching this replay because in some capacity or way, I'm your leader. And so you have to really lean into that. And that was her experience. You can go to the website and see the other testimonials there. We've been very intentional. We're going to have this at the UNC Charlotte Marriott, which is in the heart of innovation in Charlotte, North Carolina. And let me just scroll down here because I want to talk to you about the deliverables. So this event is happening June 22nd through the 24th. And here's what you're going to get. You're going to discover how to think like a producer to create content for your niche. Okay. You're going to learn our content visibility matrix. We're going to show you and tell you this is exactly what you need to create. In this experience, which is what I love, you're going to create and shoot a week or more of content depending on your skill set and your skill level. Here's what I mean by that. So many times people ask me to critique their videos, look at their videos, and I don't really do that because first of all, I don't know your business. I don't know what your goals are. So it's really not advantageous to you for me to do that. But in this space, I'm your coach. So you get to upload your content and we get to critique it and look at it together as a group in real time. Also, with the speakers that we have someone who is a photographer, pro, a brand strategist who's going to come in and teach you how to use your smartphone and turn this smartphone into your own pro camera. Amazing. And you get to create this content right there in this beautiful space at UNC Marriott. Okay. You're going to uncover a visibility plan that's sustainable beyond the tour because it's not enough for you just to do it in this setting, but we need to sustain you after the tour so you don't have burnout. You're going to develop relationships with other people who are at your ambition level or above that are in the room. We're going to provide you with breakfast, lunch. You're going to have a VIP swag bag. So listen here. Tickets are available again, only 12 spots. We talk about who this is for and who this is not for. And we have 2 ticket options that are available. Of course, this is breaking down the day, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We have VIP tickets and general admission tickets. So let me talk about that. The VIP ticket includes everything that your general admission does, much of what I just told you there, okay? In addition to dinner with me and the speakers. So imagine being able to, quote, pick my brain in a special VIP dinner plus additional VIP swag, some of my favorite things. That's included in your VIP ticket. In the general admission, you're going to still get a swag bag, but you just don't get that dinner with me, but you still have other meal options that are included in there as well. June 22nd through the 24th in Charlotte, North Carolina. I have no doubt this is what you need. This is the support that you need, and you can learn more and how you can secure your ticket by going to theroshowlive.com. One of the things that I know to be true is there is something beautiful and powerful about investing in yourself and investing in where you want to go. If you have looked at anything that I've done across this social media space, it has come on the backside, well, really on the front of me investing in myself. And what I've learned is when I look over my journey and most recently in being able to become a LinkedIn learning instructor, if you can create content, you can create a course. If you can create content, you can become a speaker. If you can create content, you can write a book because all of those things are pieces of content. And what we're doing here, whether it's a short form video or a long video like live stream here, we are creating some form of content. So again, I want you to get your spot. Only 12 spots available. We also, once you book your spot, you'll get an email from us, a welcome email that gives you details on about securing your hotel room. Okay. We were able to secure a really great room rate And we think this is definitely what you need just in time for you to finish out the year stronger, right? And stop trying to Google or figure your way out and how you need to create the video content that your team is asking for, but also on the inside. Going back to what we talked about, that you know you need to create. You deserve this year to be seen, heard, and paid. This is the year, and there's no more time making excuses and no better time than the present. Listen, if you have questions, drop those in the comment section. We definitely make sure to go back and check those out as well. We want to say thank you so much for being a part of our community, and we look forward to seeing you in Charlotte, North Carolina in June. Listen, Charlotte's beautiful this time of year, and we're going to do something that's innovative in a city that's continuing to innovate and grow. And I'd love for you to be there with us. Thank you so much for watching Visibility is Power TV. I'm Rashonda Pratt, known in the digital streets as The Rose Show Live, video visibility coach and producer, empowering you to build a brand with video because your visibility is power. Be blessed, and I'll talk to you soon.